Today's movement is called Sayu Ashi Gaeshi. Sayu is actually the combination of migi and hidari, which means right, left. Whereas ashi means leg, gaeshi is actually coming from the stem of kaisu, which means to flip. So in essence, this is where we alternate switching legs and flipping them as we go from right to left. This movement is great for core strength and flexibility, as well as helping you get better at quickly shifting your hips in order to swing your leg across your body. I think you can see how this can help prepare someone to become better at moving back into a guard position. Today I'm going to show you 3 variations of Sayu Ashi Gaeshi that you can practice on your own. The first one is with legs bent and will have you turn from side to side. The second one is where you will continue going side to side, but you'll have one leg straight. Now the final one is where we'll have our back somewhat on the ground, taking our legs from side to side. And this one is great for improving flexibility and control. Okay, let's step on the mat and get to it. So in order to actually work on our variations today, there's one movement that I want you to get down first. Super simple. All we're going to do is start off on our back. We're going to bring one leg up. And I want you to notice that my shoulders, hips, and knees are in line with each other. I'm simply going to fall to the side, touch my foot to the floor. I'm going to bring my foot back, so now that my knees, my hips and my shoulders are in line, and I shift so that I'm face up, I switch legs, and I fall to the opposite side. Come back to center, switch legs, fall to the side. Center, switch legs, fall to the side. And that's it. So now that we have that movement down, we can start to work on our first variation. Very, very similar to the movement that we just performed, where we let our body fall to the side and our foot's on the floor. The only difference now is that we're going to take the bottom leg, thread the leg through, and swing our leg up so we're facing upwards. Now notice my knees, hips, and shoulders are in line with each other. This leg is up off the ground automatically. So all I need to do is fall to the side, thread this bottom leg, turn. This leg is now up. Go to the opposite side. Thread through. And I can continue with this movement going side to side, just making sure that I keep my knees, hips, and shoulders in alignment as I perform this thread of the leg and turn towards the ceiling. One more, thread the leg, turn towards the ceiling. And that's it, that's our first variation. Second variation, pretty much the same as the first variation. The only difference is that we're going to straighten our leg. This is great because we're going to start really working on our leg flexibility. Now, start off in this position where the foot falls to the floor, we fall to our side. This time as the leg threads through, we'll straighten the leg as if we're kicking up to the ceiling. This comes to the opposite side. Kick towards the ceiling. Foot comes to the floor. Leg threads through. Kick. Kick. Everything is still following. So when I kick through, my knees, hips, shoulders are still in alignment here. And I fall to the side. And that's our second variation. Now our final variation is actually simply to improve our twisting mobility and flexibility. So before, where in the second variation you kicked and your leg was straight, primarily focusing on that hamstring strength as well as strengthening the hip flexors. This time really again the focus is just on the torso. So what we're going to do with this one is actually try and keep our shoulders relatively close to the floor so that we're not falling to the side. So try and stay face up, leg goes to the side, thread through. Leg goes to the side, notice I'm facing up, thread through. Opposite side, thread through. Now, you might have trouble with this one. And in the beginning, you don't need to place your foot all the way to the floor. If you can only go this far, it's totally cool. Keep the leg where it is, thread that leg through, kick, go the opposite side. just be sure to put that leg on the floor when you're performing this. So it goes to the side. I'm now going to switch. Switch. Gradually working to get your leg closer to the floor. Therefore, improving your range of motion, not only in your torso, but also the leg here, so that you're helping to become more flexible in motion, mobility. And that's our third variation. Focus on getting really good at each of these movements by practicing them individually, and let me know how it goes in the comments below. Remember, the things I'm showing you in these videos are simply to help you move better. That's the point of this. They're not specific grappling techniques. The thing is though, if you can learn to be able to move better in these positions, you're going to feel more comfortable, and it's going to make your grappling, as well as whatever martial arts you're doing, more enjoyable. With that being said, when you're working on these movements today, make sure that you're working at a level that's good for you. Don't overdo it so that you cause strain in your back of the leg, or elsewhere in your body. Stick with the first variation until you feel very, very comfortable with it. Then slowly work on progressing to the next variations.